Ibrahim Adel. They've had a good set to this afternoon. Zulu up to 6.
Blatitori with a misplaced pass.
He was so good for Burkina Faso in the previous Cup of Nations.
Sitting alongside Freddie Griever.
Djurcic has worked in Saudi Arabia and in the UAE before.
With 15 trophies across 2.
Clock says
You can see coach on the sidelines just encouraging his players to stay forward. Now 4 committed forward, trying to apply pressure on that Sundowns defence.
the final pass has let them down a little bit, and Mudau has given away the throw-in. Felt maybe he was impeded.
experienced Ronwen Williams.
Only Orlando Pirates and Sundowns have won this competition before. Pirates in 95, and it was still
quick conversation with Adams. Peter Shalile will be looking to add to his great goal-scoring record. In fact, he is currently one away from equaling Siabonga Nom Vete's PSL goal-scoring record of 129 goals. At the moment, it's defence. It's the name of the game for the hosts. Chibi launches long, headed away by Labusa. Volleyed through the crowd. But Williams with good eyes on it. A free kick. The Pyramids a bit irate, and the match has been going. Madiba, somewhat of a wrestling move on Atef, and now the changes. Atef does go off, and Ramadan Sobi, I thought he'd be the new Egyptian pin-up when he broke through and captained the Egyptian side to under-23 AFCON triumph. Spell with Brighton Hove Albion before returning to Egyptian football. Although the surprise was, well, here he is, the number 10, and that is not the introduction he was hoping for. Well, the 28-year-old came through at Al Ahly. Had initially been back on loan at the club, and then shocked everyone by heading to the new project with Pyramid. And he's somewhat been overshadowed now by the talents of Ibrahim Adel. And no wonder his coach has his head in his hands. '19, that under-23 AFCON triumph. Part of the Pharaoh side that were runners-up in 2017 and 2021. Has lifted a CAF Confederations Cup in 2014 with Al Ahly. Coming on to see if he can bring some extra spark of inspiration. Chibi heads it to Ramadan Sobi. Trying to return it. Well, the Sundowns break their way through. Chibi's out of position. Shalilile wanted it. It goes to Maema. Takes out a cross, but Shalilile had split the centre backs. And a really good counter opportunity for the Sundowns goes a-begging. Ramadan Sobi. It was actually Stoke and short spell with Huddersfield Town in the Premier League. Back in the day, Stoke paid £6 million. Euros 2016, the same year. Mamelodi Sundowns last raised the Champions League title. At the moment, it's not going to be a definitive scoreline. They're going to take a hard-earned 1-0 lead to Cairo unless they can add to it. Peter Shiralile, was he taken out? The referee says it doesn't matter, it was a handball. Not sure quite where the handball necessarily was, but it also wasn't necessarily a free kick. Well, here's the hero of the day in Pretoria. Lucas Ribeiro Costa heads off to a hero's ovation. And replacing him, on comes Toleto Marena. Well, the Sundowns response there is to celebrate with Mudau as if he'd scored. Great strength against Adel. And he just hasn't been able to get the better of the fullback on enough occasions. Miguel Cardoso is on the cusp of an important, if not defining, first leg result. Of course, it was his Esperance side that put out the Sundowns in the last edition before going all the way to the final, losing to Al Ahly. Now looking to use that experience, having first seen the Sundowns knock out his old side in the last 8. Now, can he make it second time lucky against Egyptian opposition, this time in the form of Pyramids FC? Naima, it's a really good 1-2, but the ball was just bouncing a little too high. There's a corner flag taken out by the linesman. Well, the 29-year-old midfielders look bright and cheerful since coming on, but here's the goal that separates the sides. Touch and finished. The only cam head in the absolute chaos. And roaring, the absolute joy in the stands. Dignitaries and fans alike. For South African football, another big step in the right direction. The Pyramids know this is a story only half written. Cairo will define who will lift the brand shiny new Champions League title. At the moment, Lucas Ribeiro has the Sundowns shining, but it could change in the blink of an eye. JB, oh, a slip there from Madiba allows him to shift it back to Ramadan Sobi. Toure trying to stay onside. It's a nice ball down the line. Smart cut back. Flicked in. Was it offside for Mayele? Doesn't matter. Jaden Adams away. 4 minutes plus stoppage time remain. Well, Jamie does so well to keep the ball in. Toure. Short ball though. Mahema. Now Mudau driving forward. Shiralile goes to the back post. But I wasn't enamoured with the positioning in terms of delivering. So the sting taken out was Morena. In fact, making that bursting run since coming on. Ladau looks for the rung of the winger. He's trying to get the knees right up, but it was always in favour of Ahmed El Shanawi. Taibi seeing so much of the ball, the right back. Modiba read that beautifully. Jurcic directing from the sidelines. He's been a bundle of energy all throughout the fixture. So late changes. Preparing to come on, Karim Hafez, who lost his place in the starting lineup. Another who started his career in Belgium and France. And he's joined as Mayele makes his way off. Marwan Amdi will make his attempt to find a precious goal. Long throw. Bobbles around to the edge of the area, but it's wide by Amdi. Well, Marwan Amdi sent on, but it's Mohamed Amdi who can fire from the edge of the area and at least hit the target, dragging it well wide. Plenty of Sundowns figures protecting Ronwen Williams. Why the goalkeeper celebrated so much. I think very hopeful. An unsuccessful claim for a corner. Jaden Adams does so well. But then Mokoena gives it away. They've still got 4 yellow shirts back. Oh, that's an unfortunate slip. Referee shrugs because of that, but both players remain down. Oh, Marwan Amdi just slipped, and that took him right into Labusa. And it's just unfortunate for both players. Just see here, although he was diving into it. In fact, Mohanan Lashin well, he seemed to have taken it into a sore place. Miguel Cardoso taking the club he represents to back-to-back Champions League finals. Esperance losing out to Al Ahly 12 months ago. This time with 4 minutes remaining of stoppage time. Now his Mamelodi Sundowns side leads Pyramids FC. The 1-0 won't faze Pyramids. Their big concern is the fact that in between the two legs they've got to play out the end of the Egyptian season, in which they can still become champions for the first time after being runners-up the last 3 seasons. Well, look at Jurcic, absolutely fuming that Ramadan Sobi took it early. But they're working it nicely. He might turn the grimace into cheers, but for a great block from the Sundowns man, Morena. Long throw. Shilile gets some distance on it. Mahema enough on it and just trying to force Pyramids back. Chaibi trying to make a run in behind. It's a free kick against the Moroccan. He's enjoying the occasion in the middle of this pressure cooker. It's been a match that's been wonderfully controlled. Therefore, we've seen the best behavior from the players as a result. Cardoso, cool and collected. He knows this would only be job half done, but a massive step in the right direction. Jaden Adams leaves it for Mokoena. Shilalile just runs into traffic but bounces his man. Finally does lose out. Mokoena through Toure. He's not happy. Nor are Pyramids with where they find themselves result-wise. Is there a final opportunity for Pyramids FC to find a leveller? Wonderful challenge there from Labusa. Morena's run himself out of contention, now charging back. Toure on the spin. El Karti, there's not been enough of the Moroccan in the second half. Taibi trying to use Sobi coming central to create space, but Mamelodi Sundowns putting everyone behind the ball that they can. Delivery into the box, it's bobbled across! And there's a sting in the tail! Sundowns tried to shut this match down, and they have been punished. Well, I said Walid El Karti had been quiet in the second half. Well, he has roared into significance with a devastating back post header. Joy undiluted for the Cairo-based side. It's just their second goal on the road in this CAF Champions League. And what a time to get a second, to tie it up at one apiece in Pretoria. Ronwen Williams left completely exposed by the quality of the delivery. And once Grant Kakana missed it, El Karti wouldn't. The Pyramid FC clan celebrate wildly. They're going to go home with an away goals rule lead. Well, these finals can be determined by big moments, and that's a huge one. As things stand, Mamelodi Sundowns will have to go to Cairo and score. Although, of course, it's more keeping Pyramids out that's been the struggle for visitors to the 30th of June Stadium. Mamelodi Sundowns thought they were going to take a lead into the second leg, but right at the death.
And what a finish for Pyramids FC. They found the net in the last breath of the 90th minute. In the last breath of this game, they found the equalizer, Walid El Karti. And look at Rivera scored the two goals of today's game. Mamelodi Sundowns, they will have to turn the situation around next Sunday when they will be traveling to Egypt for the second leg. So it's time to take a look at some of the highlights, how Mamelodi Sundowns found the net this way. The shot inside the box, some rebounds, and then look at Ribeiro with the left foot, scoring this way without hesitation, without thinking twice, and he was scoring and sending the ball inside. But in the last breath, this happened. Take a look at the clock. 4 minutes of added time, and in the third, with 23 seconds, we saw the equalizer, and everybody celebrating because they know that is crucial for the second leg next Sunday. And you know what? You will enjoy this encounter only here on beIN Sports. So it's time to say goodbye, but see you the next time with all the action, with all the information of the CAF Champions League.
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
Introducing Mando Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the inventor of whole body deodorant. Like Mando, it's clinically proven to block odor all day and controls odor for 72 hours. And before you say it, Mando works better than a shower with soap alone. Rather than covering up BO